Welcome back to Game 2 of this abugames.com feature match. Christian on the left was able to take Game 1 with his black-white control. Jim just wasn't able to get out of the gate with his ramp deck. So we see kind of a weak hand here for Jim.
Yeah, it looks like he just kept another all-land hand. I guess this is on 6, so it looks like he's already taken a mulligan. Looks like his opponent, with the way he's tapping his cards on the table, is really thinking about mulliganing. Is this just a 5-land Phantasmal Image hand?
Looks like a Karn Liberated hand. I think they just the one from the sideboard. And
He's shipping
it back.
So he's going down to 5, it looks like. Looks like his opponent is good. Maybe just nervous. There's a lot of tapping on the table here going on. Know when I'm playing against somebody, I usually think that means that they're gonna mulligan, usually, if they're thinking about it that hard. See, look at him. He's wondering if he can do this.
Yeah. Definitely some nervousness.
Yeah. He's probably on a bad 6. Jim's keeping it.
No.
Like, is there no land in there? Okay,
there was no land.
So he's going down to 4?
Yeah, going down to 4 on this one.
Okay, so maybe if his opponent can just like distress him once, that'll be enough to win the game.
Yeah.
Or maybe just play an early Lilliana. Huh. 4 cards. Hey, he's got 2 lands and a Farseek. This looks like a really good 4-card hand,
yeah,
actually.
if he can avoid it... no, actually, he's on the play, so he doesn't have to worry about distress.
I think he's totally fine.
Yeah.
His opponent doesn't really get off to us. I mean, he can Lingering Souls him to death, and maybe Blade Splicer. That's the most aggressive start that his opponent's going to have.
Yeah.
He probably has time to draw into something.
So he's able to ramp early, which is the best thing for him. He's probably just going to hope. I know he...
Do you think he drew another land?
I think he's got the Hinterland Harbor in his hand. I didn't see what else.
That's good. Maybe he can draw like a Solemn or something, and then he's just right in it.
Nope. Just Drago from Christian. And Drago from Jim.
Yeah, he can't really attack with that Inkmoth Nexus, probably for fear of any removal spell. He can't afford a Stone Rain right now.
Yeah. Riveting action!
Maybe his opponent just kept like a Gideon Jura hand or something. Maybe that's why he was tapping his cards on the table. He's like, all I got is Go for the Throats in this hand, but I'll keep it, I guess.
I'm not sure. He's not really giving us a look at his hand.
Thrag.
So Jim goes up to 25 and gets a 5-3 in the process.
So if he kept only Go for the Throats, it's going to cost him 2. This is going to unmulligan Jim here, because his opponent's going to have to commit 2 cards to this guy or die.
6. Is it Wurmcoil?
Wurmcoil.
Oh!
I wonder if he kept land, Wurmcoil.
I doubt it. I bet he has like a... he's got something. But
hey, well, Phantasmal Image is pretty solid against this Wurmcoil Engine right now.
Yeah, it is.
Jim's only on 1 blue mana.
He's gonna ponder first.
He's got time to block, so...
Oh, yeah.
He's fine right now.
See another ponder, prime time. Can't see the 3rd card, but he's putting it back in order.
I think it was a basic land.
Then...
Maybe an Inkmoth Nexus or a Glimmer Post.
Oh,
it's
I think
a
it's Cavern, yeah.
Craven of Souls.
Oh, so he plays the image, copying the Wurmcoil, activates Inkmoth.
Yeah, now that his opponent's tapped out, he feels like he's not going to get Stone Rained.
Gets in for 1 poison damage. That's going away.
Poison damage.
Poison damage.
Only fair damage. 20 will do it from now on. I'm really happy to see Poison go. I really thought that was one of the most annoying things to play against.
Yeah.
You would keep a hand in a control deck with like Think Twice and maybe a Day of Judgment or something, and then you would just get you would just die to a Glistener Elf. It was really annoying.
Yeah. Pump. I win.
Yeah, I never seem to be able to beat those kind of like niche combo decks.
So he O-rings the Thragtusk, so
okay.
Jim's still going to get a 3-3 out of it. I'm not sure if that's what he wanted to do.
There's going to be a bunch of 3/3s on the table.
Yeah.
Wonder what we're going to do to distinguish these since we're just using sleeves.
Well, the purple sleeve one is a beast.
Yeah.
And then the blue sleeve one's going to be a golem.
But then there's going to be a Death Touch and Lifelink on both sides too. I mean, if he wants to swing here, I don't see why you don't. You don't really want to give your opponent who mulled to 4 on the Wolf Run deck any more time than you absolutely have to.
True. So just contemplating if he wants to swing in here, trade Wurmcoils. Looks like he's getting in there. So trades. Each player goes up 6. So Christian's at 26, Jim's at 31.
Using more sleeves.
I do know at this point we did grab a way to differentiate.
This guy's just flipping over his Wurmcoil. This is some real shoddy magic being played here. Let's get some... Can we get some tokens or something? He's just using it. It's not in his graveyard. I mean, it really doesn't matter for the game state, but he does have Unburial Rites in his deck. I mean,
so
if he forgets that it's in his graveyard because it's face back on the table, that could be really detrimental to the game.
So I'm assuming the black sleeved one.
It's going to be Death Touch, and then white dice is lifelink.
And then for Jim, the white deck divider is going to be the lifelink.
These are all card-shaped things.
God.
Okay, so it looks like Jim has a Frost Titan in his hand. He's gonna... Oh, he's got a Primeval too. Okay, so Jim kept 4 cards and then drew all the correct ones thereafter.
Yeah.
Let's see Primeval here. Just get your land base rolling.
Frosty.
Okay, so he's gonna tap Death Touch guy.
I'd imagine. Yeah, looks like that's where he's going.
He's gonna bring the Ruckus. Doesn't he have a first strike?
He does have a yeah.
What is he doing here?
I don't know.
What is he thinking?
So block the
first
golem
strike
on
against
the
a Death Touch.
And lifelink on lifelink.
Yep, and then you can keep your beast, sir, and I'll take 0.
Yeah.
This seems like a bad attack.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I like playing the Primeval Titan here and just getting more lands.
So, Christian gains 3, takes 3, so he stays the same. Jim goes up to 34. And then,
if you play the Primeval, you can incentivize your opponent to keep all of his golems untapped to block it, and the next turn use the Frost Titan as sort of a pseudo removal spell.
Yeah.
And attack with the Primeval Titan. And he already has Ink Moth, so if he gets a Wolf run out, I mean that's a whole nother angle that he's attacking the game from.
So Death Touch is still tapped.
I guess it really isn't gonna matter if he just has Titans and Titans and Titans and Titans.
Yeah. But just ships it back. No other plays. So you should see the Primeval Titan this turn. It makes the most sense.
I wonder what Christian has in his hand. I think he should still have 3 or 4 cards left.
Swings in with the Frost Titan, taps down the Death Touch again. Looks like he's just taking it. Goes back down to 20.
Now he's choosing to value the life of his Blade Splicer for the first strike. He's got Primeval Titan. He's not killing any of the Titans. This is bad. That means he doesn't have anything, I'm sure.
Yeah, again, he doesn't have his hand in a position where he could see anything. But the fact that Jim's getting this kind of a board presence with no response.
Once you get the Ink Moth, I mean, your opponent's dead even if they Day of Judgment the board.
Yeah, and he's already at 1, so he needs the 13 to win, I believe. Is it 13's magic number? Because he's already got 1 poison? For 13 mana, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, but he can swing over multiple turns.
True. But I mean, if he just wanted to kill him all in one possible
He's
swing.
like, I got land.
Oh, he just has land. Alright. So, the Wolf Run deck was able to just get big.
Win on a Mold of 4, that's pretty impressive.
I agree. We'll be back with Game 3 in just one moment.